Alright, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today we are at a little pond, and it is mid-May, and it's about 10:30 right now. I brought my lunch, and I also brought this month's mystery tackle box, bass. I have tried filming a mystery tackle box bass slam before, but we were trying a new lake, and we only got one fish, and my dad got it, and he wasn't even doing the slam. And usually, if my dad can only catch one, it probably wasn't a great day. I have got bass boxes before, but I've never really tried the slam other than that one other time. I think this pond is really good. I've already seen one bass out there, probably about 12 inches, and I've seen a ton of sunnies, a bunch of wakes, especially on the other side. This box, it is a packed box this month. It only has 5 baits because it's just the usual, like the regular box. They left no room in this box for more baits. Start off, probably my favorite bait of the box is the Googan Squad Banger. I mean, just a pretty standard color, but a great color. I've tried one of the crankbaits before. I like the single rattle, and the action's great. It is, I think, 3 to 5 foot diving, or 2 to 5 foot diving. So that should be perfect. This pond doesn't get much deeper than 5 feet. This should be a perfect bait. I should have no problem with that. Next up, this is the unique box. This is the unique lure of the box. This EMA dedicated to fishing. It's a rattle trap. I think it's some sort of foreign brand, I'm pretty sure. But it is this, silver and black rattle trap, great color, but I think it said it was suspending. And I got it out of the box earlier, and I think it's supposed to be really light, and I think it's supposed to sink very slowly because, rattle traps, they sink very quickly, and, it can make them difficult to fish, especially when you have shallow water. But this should be perfect because with the slow sinking and the shallow pond with weeds, this should work very well. Next up, we have, 2 crankbaits, that's cool. Usually they only add like one crankbait like that, and then maybe like I don't know. But next up we have this jig, Kalin's Flippin' Stalker jig, 3/8 ounce, just standard red and green color. Should work great here. The weeds, I didn't notice. There's not too many weeds there. I remember there used to be more, but luckily they're not full force yet. And later in the summer they'll definitely be a lot worse. All right, in the next lure, we got the Saw Crawl, the 10,000 fish. I love these crawls. I got them in a mystery tackle box about 2 years ago, and it was the green color when I got them, and it worked very well. The action was great, the scent was great. And then this is the black and blue color. The water is crystal clear today. We probably won't need the black and blue, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's not ideal. I would prefer a more natural color, but in Pennsylvania, ponds can get quite muddy, especially when it rains, and just having some dark color lures is always good. And then lastly, we have the Harmony Fishing Company EWG hooks. This is like a pretty standard hook that gets put in mystery tackle boxes. I've used them before and they work very well. But yeah, 2 crankbaits in this month's box. Usually they only do 1 crankbait and 2 soft plastics, and then like a jig of some sort. This month, did 2 of these, and then only 1 plastic. I could put these plastics on the jig, but I feel like that might just not look good with the green and the blue. I could if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna start with this Googan crankbait. I think this one's the hardest. I have the least confidence in rattle traps. Yeah, I know they're good lure, but I have more confidence in a crankbait like this. So we're gonna tie this on. Got the 1 spinning rod today, 8-pound test. See if we can get some fish. All right, got the Googan Banger tied on. I'm very happy with how the conditions are today. Cloudy. I'm in shorts, not too cold out. I'm really glad the water is not murky, because this place, sometimes you'll show up and it'll be just chocolate milk water. You'll still catch fish when it's muddy, but with like lures like this, it's gonna be much better with some clear water. So it was raining last week, but luckily it didn't affect this place too much. All right, so I think the other end's actually the deeper end, so I'm gonna make my way over there with this crankbait. You know, I'll cast along the way, but I think it's pretty shallow over here, so we're gonna keep walking. Oh, there's a bass right there. Let's see if he reacts. He's like cruising. There's a bunch of beds right here. I remember there were bluegills here last year. Let's see if this guy has any interest. I hope he does. Oh, no way. I was casting in the area because I saw a bass, and this little guy just came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, there we go. First fish of the Bass Slam. Only a few casts in. Oh my gosh. I mean, I wanted to try to get a nice one on this lure, but I should probably just switch it up, you know, before try to get one on maybe that rattle trap. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I gotta take one more cast, come on. Because I saw a bigger one in this area. And that's not really how you're supposed to use crankbaits, but I bet you if I just was casting around, I would be able to get one just the same. But I knew this should be a good lure day. Yeah, water's warming up, weather's heating up. Fish are gonna be more active. They're gonna be chasing bait, looking for food. But that should also mean that the rattle trap should work just as well. And I'm really excited to use that to see how slow it really sinks. It's a bit big, but you know, I mean, this is big too, and that tiny guy just bit it. Man, I really wanted to fish with this more, but I could put it back on later if I wanted to. But I'm gonna switch up to that rattle trap. All right, so this thing is, where's the weight? 2.75 inches, 3/8 ounce. Suspends 3 to 4 feet. Size 4 hooks. I'm not really sure what suspends 3 to 4 feet mean. Maybe that's the depth you're supposed to use it in, 3 to 4 feet. I'm not sure. But suspending, interesting shape. Maybe that helps it float better. I mean, you know, rattle trap. I like the color. Definitely good color for this water. Might be a little better if there's some sun because it's like flashing, but it should work. All right, got it tied on. Big rattle trap. Got a little one so far. Hopefully the bigger ones are biting as well. Let's see how this thing really... Oh, wow. That is actually suspending. Oh, I mean, it's like very slow sinking. Like an inch a second. That's actually perfect. Let's test the action out. Let's see how it looks. And action looks good. Might not be great for like a yo-yo technique with the that I usually use for rattle traps, but that technique isn't really gonna work in a shallow pond. But I mean, just for a straight retrieve, it should be great. I mean, I could add some pauses in there just because, you know, it's suspending. Keep walking and see if we can get one on this rattle trap. Oh, fish on. Made it very far. Oh, he's gonna about jump. Oh, there we go. Got a little jumper. Definitely an upgrade from the last one. Just casted almost as far as I can. This guy bit it pretty much in the middle on the rattle trap. I mean, we're only 20 minutes in. I got my second fish. Nice, bit the front hook. That's how you know they wanted it. Attacked it. The last guy he had on the back hook because he was little, but this guy, he was big enough to want to attack it. Awesome. 2 baits down on the 2 moving baits. That's great. I mean, usually those are the harder ones to cast them on, but I guess I came during the right time. Yeah, that's awesome. Put this guy back. Oh, there he goes. And I saw a fish right in here. I might try to get him on the bass jig. He looks a lot nicer. There's definitely more weeds over here, so that might be tough with the bass jig, but I'm gonna give it a try. I don't think I'm gonna put the crawl on that bass jig. I don't think it's gonna look great black and green. I could if I wanted to, but I'm gonna leave it just a smaller presentation with just the bass jig. And then later on, I'll pair that Texas rig hook with that crawfish, because I checked and they'll be perfect size for each other. Small little plane just flew by. That was pretty cool. Just tying this jig on. It's definitely a bit bigger than what I would use for a pond like this, but the fish should be big enough to get it. I mean, if they wanted to bite that huge rattle trap, this should be no problem. Looks like a nice jig. I'm just gonna leave it with no trailer, just keep it smaller. I wonder if someone was trying to like make a bridge here, or like a dock. It feels pretty sturdy. I'm not gonna walk on it though. Yeah, I want to see if I can just like kind of sight fish along with this. Like look for a nice one. Just kind of hop it around. Let's see if the action's good. I mean, yeah, action's good. You know, the little skirt is moving around like it should. Ooh. That's a huge fish. That's like a 2-pounder. Sitting right near this log. I'm not surprised. I don't think he was spooked. Just kind of saw him swimming. Just gonna toss the jig in there. Hopefully he's... Oh! He may have just attacked it. That was sick. Not sure though. Just gonna get it back in there. Oh, there's a ton of little baby bluegills in this little shallow area where they're kind of hidden from the bass. That's sick. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of little bass can just like school up on them. Some sort of like kayak would be great out here, or like maybe even like a paddleboard. Like just stand up and see everything. Oh, there's a big snapping turtle. Yeah, this jig, I mean, if you see him, you first cast, they'll usually look at it and maybe like take a little bite, but then they just don't take it. And it seems like they're in the middle of the water column. So like, I think they're like mainly going to be chasing bait and stuff like that. So, you know, the jig isn't going to be working as well. And I mean, I'm just surprised because usually, like with my mystery tackle boxers, I do better with the lures that are slow. I mean, they're just easier to fish and easier to catch fish on, but not today. We should be able to get one on the jig. In this area that I saw all the little sunnies earlier, there's a bass actually sitting right there. Wonder if he scared him out. Let's see if we can catch him. Oh my God. He attacked it right when it hit the water. He must have saw it flying in the air. Oh, he swam out of there. He kind of got spooked. But he totally attacked it. Yes, I knew it. I knew there. Oh no, I lost him. It was a small one. Darn it, I must. Dude, I wonder if the weed guard is messing up the hook set. Because I didn't really get a good hook set in. I was just like keeping it above the bottom, just jigging it right along this huge like tree in the water. And he took it. Alright, so I'm gonna take a lunch break. I'll take a few casts with the jig after lunch. And if I don't get anything then, I think I'm gonna try that saw crawl and see if that works any better. And then, you know, maybe later the jig will work better. But I mean, I thought it would be one of the easier baits, but turns out, I mean, I've been fishing it for about an hour and nothing. Lunch break is over. Took about 10-15 minutes. Definitely good to give the bass a little refresher. watch some geese, which are down there now. Watch them fly in and land in the water. 2 more baits to go because, well, really 3, but I'll pair the hooks with those crawfish bait, so I really only need to catch 2 more fish. And I hope I can get them soon because I really want to keep trying that, the squarebill and the rattle trap, because they work so well. That I knocked off both those lures in 20 minutes. And I mean, I would assume the fish would still bite them. All right, I think I'm gonna switch to that crawfish. I mean, it's just weird that I couldn't get one on this. I'll switch back if I get one on the crawfish. But yeah, I think it's time to switch it up. Had a Harmony hook on, just the EWG hook. Now I'm gonna put one of the shallow crawls on. Let's see, 4-inch black blue, pretty detailed, nice packaging. Keep the lures nice and neat and straight. Here it is. Big claws, but no, it's not too huge. I mean, you gotta separate the claws here and the little whiskers. Very detailed. Little appendages here. Good looking lure. I hope the color isn't bad for this water. There we go. Perfect. This hook is actually the perfect size hook for this. It's a little Texas rig with the saw crawl. See if we can knock off 2 baits with 1 fish. Fish on. Oh, gotta keep the pressure. Oh, I cannot lose this guy. Just working along the bottom, way out there. This little guy took it as it was sinking. Nice. That's awesome. There we go, on the hook and the crawl from the box. That's awesome. Nice hook set. Got him good. There we go, nice bass. Let's let this guy go. Fish number 3 for the Mystery Tackle Box Slam. No! Oh my gosh, there's no shot. I brought it, there's this log sitting out there that like splits. And I landed it right in between, and I just missed one. No way! I thought I had the stick. Please, 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 yes! MTB slam complete. I brought it right by the stick, and I was trying to drag it right over, and I was like, oh no, it might be snagged. So now I just try to yank it over, but then this guy, oh shoot, oh my gosh. And then this guy just started pulling, and he was on there. I barely even set the hook. That is awesome. Oh man, look, the other side of his lip is all messed up. Oh my gosh, I had him good. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, I just had to find a big enough fish. I mean, I didn't even see him. I was just casting. There's a ton of structure out here, and I realized there's a good amount of fish. I knew a big one would get this bass jig and be able to get it all. That is awesome. Look at that. Good fish to end it on. Biggest of the day as well. There we go. Slam complete. I'm gonna let this guy go. 4th fish of the day on the bass jig. No trailer, just straight up. Oh, wrong way. Oh. Swam the wrong way. Oh, oh. There he goes. Awesome. Man, I mean, I missed that one on this log. I had the follow. So I cast it all. I mean, there's a ton of sticks out here. You can see them sticking up, and you can even see some in the water. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, this is definitely not a good pond for a jig. There's just way too many weeds. And especially right now, the bass aren't really like on the bottom. They're more like chasing stuff around. That's why I got them so easily on the crankbaits. The Texas rig works a lot better because, you know, it's not getting caught up in the weeds as well. This is a flipping jig, so it makes sense that I caught that fish around some wood where you kind of just cast it, make a precise cast, and, you know, just pop it. And I got that guy just doing that. Just cast it right near the wood. That weed guard prevented it from getting snagged. Just brought it right over, and that guy was on there. I didn't even realize that he was on there. I thought it was just the tension from the log, but that's awesome. First ever mystery tackle box bass slam complete. I've never done that before, on or off of camera. I've completed panfish slams, but never bass. This is the second one I've ever tried. The first one, as I said earlier, I didn't catch a single fish. So yeah, and I mean, in a little pond too. I mean, you would expect to finish a slam on a place with bigger bass, but I mean, that's awesome. I've a ton of time before I'm getting picked up, so I'm definitely gonna put that rattle trap and square bill back on, see if I can get some more fish on that, because those seem to work very well. I mean, I didn't even bring any other stuff. I just brought the box and some weights. Man, I wasn't feeling it. That was sick. Casted it out there. I thought I saw a little wake following it, and when I got close in, this guy attacked it. Front hook. All right, I'm gonna switch up to that. Oh, oops, there he goes. All right, well, I just got that one. I lost that one, so I'm gonna switch up to that square bill for the rest of the time. Fish on. I'm gonna try to keep him low. Don't jump, please. Try to keep him low. Oh, no. Oh, he jumped, but he's still on. This might be the best of the day. Please. Yes. There we go. That's awesome. I'm just about to leave and got one. Both hooks got him. That's awesome. Kept the rod tip low as I was reeling him in. But he was hooked really well here. Oh my gosh, the front hook has him so good. There we go. Good fish to end on the Googan crankbait from the mystery tackle box. One last look. Largemouth bass, probably the second biggest of the day on the crankbait. That's always awesome when the moving baits are doing well. I mean, I'm surprised that the moving baits did better than the slower baits, but I guess it's that time when they're starting to get more active and are willing to chase bait around and hunt for their food, I guess. A great time out here. First ever completed mystery tackle box bass slam. Some great baits in this box. The most unique one is by far that rattle trap. The suspending, it's just ridiculous. I don't really even know how they did that, but it is definitely helpful in shallower ponds like this. I'd say it was the best bait of the day. Definitely performed the best, considering the little time I got to use it. My favorite was probably the little square bill. But overall, a great box of good baits. I'm really surprised that jig took so long. I must have been fishing with it for like an hour and 20 minutes. And yeah, that just goes to show that even though you have a bait on that you think would be the best, other baits might work better, which in this case it was today. Successful day, successful MTB slam bass. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. We will see you in the next one.